Sound, we experience it every day. Whether it's the music we listen to, the hum of the world around us, or the voice of a loved one, sound is an ever-present force. But have you ever stopped to consider that sound is not just a random occurrence? What if sound is far more than what we hear? What if sound is the very fabric of reality itself? Everything in the universe is in motion. Every atom, every cell, every molecule vibrates. These vibrations create frequencies, and those frequencies shape the world we experience. Sound, in its purest form, is nothing more than vibration, a rhythmic wave of energy traveling through a medium. But what if I told you that this wave of energy, this vibration, is the underlying force that binds all things together? At its core, sound is the language of the universe. From the distant stars to the microscopic particles in your body, everything vibrates at specific frequencies. And just like sound waves that can pass through air, these vibrations flow through the very essence of reality itself. They create the patterns we perceive as matter, energy, and even time. Scientific studies have shown that sound can influence the very structure of matter. Take a look at cymatics, for example, the study of visible sound vibrations. When sound frequencies are played through a surface covered with sand or water, the particles move in distinct, organized patterns. These shapes form geometries that resemble the fundamental structures of nature itself, from the spirals in seashells to the sacred geometries found throughout the natural world. But sound doesn't just shape matter, it also shapes consciousness. In fact, your body is an intricate symphony of vibrations. The cells in your body resonate at specific frequencies, and even your brain waves are constantly vibrating at different rates, creating the states of mind we experience. When these frequencies are in harmony, you feel balanced, alive, and in tune with the world around you. But when they're out of sync, it can manifest as stress, illness, and even emotional turbulence. We are constantly surrounded by sound, from the ringing of phones to the background noise of traffic. But the question is, are we aware of the sound we're experiencing? Are we conscious of the frequencies we're tuning into every day? Just as we can consciously tune a radio to a specific station, we can also tune our consciousness to specific frequencies that shape our experience of reality. Sound is not just an external force, it's an internal one too. You have the ability to use sound, your voice, your thoughts, and even the environment around you to resonate at higher frequencies. And by aligning yourself with those higher frequencies, you align with the harmony of the universe itself. While modern science is just beginning to uncover the profound power of sound, ancient civilizations held sound in sacred reverence long before we understood its true potential. Across the world, from Egypt to India, and from the Far East to the Americas, sound was considered a divine force, a bridge between the physical and the spiritual realms. In ancient Egypt, sound was not just used for communication. It was believed to be a powerful tool for connecting with the divine. The priests of Egypt used sound in their sacred rituals, not only to invoke the gods, but to align with the natural forces that govern the universe. The famous pyramids of Giza were built with acoustics in mind, designed to amplify sound in ways that we still don't fully understand. Some researchers believe these pyramids were not just tombs, but giant resonance chambers capable of harnessing the power of sound to awaken higher states of consciousness. But Egypt was not the only civilization to recognize the power of sound. In India, the ancient Vedic texts speak of Nada Brahma, the concept that the universe is sound. Nada means sound, and Brahma refers to the divine creator. This teaching implies that the very foundation of the universe is created through sound. The sacred syllable Om, chanted by millions of spiritual seekers, is said to be the primordial sound, the vibration from which all life springs. It is the sound that permeates every atom and connects everything in the cosmos. These ancient teachings weren't just philosophical concepts. They were practical tools for spiritual awakening. Sound was used to align the mind and body with higher frequencies. In India, the use of mantras, sacred words or phrases repeated in a meditative state, was believed to bring the practitioner into harmony with the divine. These words were not just sounds, they were keys to unlocking deeper layers of consciousness. In ancient China, the concept of qi, the vital life force that flows through all living things, was often harmonized using sound. The traditional Chinese flute, the guqin, and other instruments were played to align the body's energy, clearing blockages and restoring balance. Music and sound in Chinese tradition were seen as ways to connect with the universe, heal the spirit, and align one's energy with the forces of nature. In the Americas, particularly among the indigenous peoples, sound was used in rituals, ceremonies, and healing practices. The Native American flute, used by many tribes, was believed to carry the spirit of the wind, with the ability to heal and connect with nature. Similarly, the ancient Mayans and Aztecs used sound during sacred rituals to connect with the divine and to manifest the powers of creation. Across the globe, civilizations recognized that sound was not merely an audible phenomenon. It was a spiritual force, one that had the power to shape the very fabric of reality itself. In each of these cultures, sound was used to create harmony, to invoke the divine, and to heal the soul. And it wasn't just sound from musical instruments. The very architecture of these ancient civilizations was designed with sound in mind. The temples, the pyramids, the sacred spaces, they were constructed to amplify and resonate with specific frequencies. Some researchers believe that the positioning of these ancient structures was intended to align with cosmic vibrations, creating a resonance that would open a portal to higher states of consciousness. In fact, many believe that the ancient Atlanteans, the masters of sound and vibration, understood how to use frequencies to not only heal, but also to manipulate energy, elevate consciousness, and even control the material world itself. Their knowledge of sound was so advanced that it became one of the cornerstones of their civilization. Sound was not just a tool of creation for them, it was their very means of being. They lived in harmony with the universe through sound, tuning themselves to its natural frequencies. But as we know, this knowledge was lost, buried beneath the sands of time, distorted by history, and forgotten by most. And yet, the wisdom of these ancient cultures still resonates with us today, hidden in plain sight. As we continue to explore the power of sound, it's important to recognize that while ancient civilizations understood the transformative nature of sound, modern science is catching up. In fact, science is revealing the deep connection between sound and our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Today, we know that sound is not only an external force, but also something that interacts directly with our bodies at the cellular level. Researchers have discovered that different frequencies can affect our health, healing, and consciousness in profound ways. This has led to the emergence of sound therapy, a practice that uses specific sound frequencies to promote healing, reduce stress, and even accelerate recovery from physical injuries. One of the most well-known forms of sound therapy is the use of binaural beats. Binaural beats occur when two slightly different sound frequencies are played in each ear. The brain then processes these two frequencies and creates a third beat, a frequency that is the difference between the two. This phenomenon has been shown to synchronize brain waves, encouraging relaxation, enhancing focus, and improving sleep. Binaural beats are used in meditation, mindfulness practices, and even in therapeutic settings to help individuals reach higher states of consciousness. Another powerful therapeutic tool is the use of Tibetan singing bowls. These bowls, made from metal and sometimes crystal, are played to create deep, resonant sounds that resonate with the body's frequencies. The vibrations produced by these bowls have been shown to reduce stress, ease pain, and even promote emotional healing. Many people use singing bowls to clear blocked energy, balance the chakras, and bring about a sense of inner peace. In addition to these methods, modern science has also explored the use of sound waves in medicine. Ultrasound technology, which uses high-frequency sound waves to create images of the inside of the body, has revolutionized the medical field. But ultrasound is just one example. Sound waves are also used to treat tumors, heal fractures, and even dissolve kidney stones. The ability of sound to affect matter to heal or alter its structure is now scientifically validated and widely utilized in healthcare. Sound is also being used in the field of mental health. Research has shown that sound can have a profound impact on our emotions and brain chemistry. Music therapy, for example, has been used for decades to help individuals cope with anxiety, depression, and trauma. The rhythms and melodies of music can influence the release of neurotransmitters such as dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins chemicals that are vital for emotional well-being. But sound therapy is not just about listening to music or using instruments. It also involves the understanding that everything in the universe has a natural frequency. Just as a tuning fork vibrates at a specific pitch, every part of our body vibrates at its own frequency. When these frequencies are in harmony, we feel healthy and balanced. But when they are out of sync, illness or stress can arise. Sound therapy works by bringing our frequencies back into alignment, restoring balance to the body and mind. Perhaps one of the most exciting areas of modern sound research is in the field of vibrational medicine. This holistic approach uses sound waves to heal the body at a deep, energetic level. By using specific frequencies, vibrational medicine seeks to stimulate the body's natural healing processes, promote relaxation, and boost vitality. This form of therapy is gaining recognition and has been used to treat everything from chronic pain to emotional trauma. In addition to these therapies, sound is also used in cutting-edge technologies, such as sonic weapons and non-invasive surgical techniques. While these applications are controversial and often used for military purposes, they serve as a reminder of the incredible power of sound and the role it plays in shaping our physical world. As we delve deeper into the science of sound, we begin to realize that sound is not just a tool for healing or enhancing consciousness. It is the very fabric of our existence. It shapes our reality, both seen and unseen, and when we understand its true potential, we can use it to elevate our lives in ways that were once thought impossible. Sound is not merely something we hear. It is a tool that shapes the very reality we live in. Everything in the universe, from the smallest particle to the vast expanse of space, is in constant motion. That motion is the result of vibrations, and vibrations are nothing but sound at different frequencies. But what if I told you that you have the power to consciously use sound to create your reality? At the core of every living being is vibration. Every thought, emotion, and belief generates a frequency that impacts the world around us. The ancient teachings of sacred sound knew that to manifest or create, one must align with the frequencies of the universe. These teachings, hidden in the myths and symbols of civilizations long gone, carry a profound truth. We are not passive observers of reality. We are active participants, shaping our world with every vibration we send out. When we think about creating reality, we often focus on physical action, doing things, building, constructing. But the deeper truth is that our reality is shaped by our frequencies first and foremost. The energy we emit creates the conditions of our experience. When we think, speak, or even act with intention, we are using sound, whether it's the sound of our voice, our inner thoughts, or the resonance we share with the universe. Every vibration has a purpose. Each thought, each word, and each sound wave you produce sends out ripples through the universe. These ripples connect to other frequencies, shaping and influencing the world around you. Just as sound waves can affect matter in the form of cymatics, visible patterns formed by sound vibrations, the sounds you create in the world have the potential to shape your life in a similar way. What you think, what you say, and what you hear all contribute to the frequency at which you resonate. This is the principle behind the power of affirmations. When you repeat positive statements, you are using sound to shift your frequency. The words you speak are vibrations that directly influence your mental, emotional, and even physical state. By tuning into positive frequencies, you align yourself with the flow of life, attracting more of what you desire. But this is not just about words, it's about the feeling behind them. When you speak with intention and belief, the vibration of your words carries more weight, influencing the fabric of reality itself. The concept of sound as a creator is also reflected in the idea of the vibrational universe. Modern physics has shown us that everything at its core is energy. This energy exists in a state of constant motion, and its frequency determines how it interacts with other energy. When you tune your frequency to a higher vibration through sound, thought, or intention, you align yourself with a higher state of reality. This shift can bring greater peace, joy, and abundance into your life. We see this concept reflected in practices like sound healing and meditation. The act of meditating with sound, whether through chanting, listening to music, or even simply focusing on the hum of the world around us, helps us align our inner frequency with the larger cosmic vibrations. When our inner state matches the frequencies of the universe, we become more connected to the flow of life. This connection allows us to manifest our desires more easily and align with the natural rhythms of the universe. The key to using sound to create your reality is awareness. Sound is a constant force, but most of the time, we don't consciously engage with it. We hear sounds, but we don't always pay attention to the impact they have on our state of being. By becoming more mindful of the frequencies we expose ourselves to, the music we listen to, the words we speak, the energy we put out, we can begin to consciously shape our reality. Sound can be used to heal, to create, and to manifest, but it requires focus, intention, and a deep understanding of its power. This is the true meaning of tuning in. Just as a musician tunes an instrument to the right pitch, you can tune your body, mind, and soul to the right frequencies that align you with your highest potential. The frequencies you emit are the keys to unlocking your reality. By becoming aware of the frequencies around you and within you, you can start to intentionally create the life you desire. In the next chapter, we will explore how ancient civilizations, particularly the Atlanteans, understood and mastered the power of sound to shape not just their reality, but their very existence. They didn't just use sound to heal or manifest. They used it to transcend the limitations of the physical world and unlock the full potential of their consciousness. The power of sound was not just understood by ancient civilizations, it was the cornerstone of their advanced knowledge. Among the most revered civilizations, none is more shrouded in mystery and legend than Atlantis. The Atlanteans were believed to have achieved incredible feats, not just in technology, but in spiritual and energetic practices. They understood that sound was not just a physical phenomenon, it was the very key to unlocking the higher consciousness and immense potential of their civilization. The Atlanteans were masters of vibration, frequency, and energy manipulation. They didn't just use sound for communication or healing, they used it to power their civilization, to create balance, and to elevate their consciousness. Ancient texts and esoteric teachings tell us that the Atlanteans were able to harness the vibrations of sound to achieve feats we would consider miraculous today. One of the most fascinating aspects of Atlantean sound technology was their ability to manipulate the environment using sound frequencies. It is believed that they could use sound waves to levitate objects, move large stones, and even alter the molecular structure of materials. This wasn't magic. It was sound and vibration used in a highly sophisticated way. The Atlanteans understood that everything in the universe has its own frequency, including the Earth itself. By aligning with these frequencies, they were able to manipulate the physical world around them. Sound was not just about controlling the material world, though. It was also about alignment with higher, spiritual realms. The Atlanteans used sound as a tool to elevate their consciousness and connect with the divine. Sacred temples, structures, and even their cities were designed to amplify and resonate with the frequencies of the universe. These sacred spaces were designed not only for physical comfort, but also to tune the inhabitants to higher vibrations, facilitating spiritual awakening and the expansion of consciousness. The Atlanteans' advanced understanding of sound was so profound that it became integrated into their very way of life. They used sound for healing, for maintaining health, for guiding their leaders, and for connecting with the cosmos. Crystals, gemstones, and other materials that vibrated at specific frequencies were used as tools to channel energy, enhance healing, and even store knowledge. These tools were part of their daily practices and rituals, and they were vital to maintaining the harmony and balance of their civilization. But as with many great civilizations, the downfall of Atlantis was rooted in imbalance. As the Atlanteans became more focused on material power and technological advancement, they began to misuse the very tools that had once brought them into alignment with the universe. The same frequencies that had once connected them to higher realms were now used for control and manipulation. Their spiritual practices, once aligned with the cosmic order, began to drift toward ego and greed. The misuse of sound and vibration, a force that had once elevated their consciousness, ultimately contributed to their downfall. The destruction of Atlantis is often depicted as a natural disaster, an earthquake or a great flood that sank the city beneath the ocean. But the true cause of their collapse, as ancient teachings suggest, was spiritual. The imbalance within the Atlantean society led to the destabilization of their entire way of life. The energetic imbalance created by their misuse of sound and vibration ultimately caused the collapse of their civilization. However, this knowledge was not lost forever. According to esoteric teachings, the survivors of Atlantis scattered across the globe, bringing with them the wisdom of sound and vibration. These survivors became the hidden architects of future civilizations, embedding their knowledge in the ancient temples, pyramids, and sacred sites of Egypt, India, and beyond. The principles of sound, frequency, and vibration were concealed in symbols, rituals, and teachings, awaiting a time when humanity would be ready to rediscover them. The echoes of Atlantean knowledge still resonate today. The ancient pyramids, sacred sites, and temples were all built with sound in mind, not only as a means of connection to the divine, but as a way to harmonize with the natural world and the cosmos. As modern science begins to uncover the incredible potential of sound, it's clear that the lost wisdom of Atlantis may not be lost at all. Instead, it has been waiting for us to rediscover it, to remember the power of sound, and to align ourselves once again with the natural frequencies of the universe. In the next chapter, we will explore how sound can be used for personal transformation, and how we can begin to use the power of sound to reshape our own reality, just as the Atlanteans once did. As we explore the ancient wisdom of sound and vibration, it becomes clear that sound is not only a tool for shaping the external world, but also a powerful tool for personal transformation. The key to using sound for personal growth and spiritual evolution lies in understanding its deep connection to the frequencies within us. When we align ourselves with the right frequencies, we can transform our lives in profound ways. Sound has the power to influence every aspect of our being, our thoughts, emotions, and physical health. But to harness its full potential, we must become conscious of the sounds we surround ourselves with and how we use sound in our daily lives. Just as a musician tunes an instrument to play in harmony, we too can tune our bodies, minds, and spirits to resonate with higher frequencies. One of the most effective ways to use sound for personal transformation is through meditation and sound healing. Meditation has long been used as a way to quiet the mind and align oneself with the frequencies of the universe. But when combined with sound, the experience becomes even more powerful. Using specific sounds, such as chanting, drumming, or listening to healing frequencies, can help us enter deeper states of meditation and activate the body's natural healing mechanisms. One of the most popular forms of sound healing today is the use of binaural beats. Binaural beats involve listening to two slightly different frequencies in each ear. The brain processes these two frequencies and creates a third, phantom, beat of frequency that is the difference between the two. This technique can help synchronize brainwave activity and induce different states of consciousness. For example, listening to binaural beats in the delta range, 1 to 4 Hz, can promote deep sleep, while alpha waves, 8 to 12 Hz, are linked to relaxation and creativity. In addition to binaural beats, many people use solfeggio frequencies, a set of specific sound frequencies that are believed to have healing properties. These frequencies were used in ancient Gregorian chants and are said to resonate with the natural frequencies of the universe. Each solfeggio frequency corresponds to a specific aspect of our being, from physical health to emotional well-being and spiritual growth. For instance, the 528 Hz frequency is known as the love frequency, and it is said to promote DNA repair, healing, and transformation. Another powerful tool for personal transformation is the use of sound baths. A sound bath involves immersing oneself in the healing vibrations of sound, often created by instruments like Tibetan singing bowls, gongs, or tuning forks. The sound waves penetrate the body at a deep level, helping to release tension, clear blockages, and restore balance. Sound baths are often used to heal the chakras, the energy centers in the body, and to promote a sense of deep relaxation and inner peace. One of the most profound ways to use sound for transformation is through voice work. Our voice is an incredibly powerful tool for shaping our reality. When we speak, we send out vibrations into the world. These vibrations influence the energy around us and have a direct impact on our environment. By consciously choosing the words we speak, and by using our voice in positive, affirming ways, we can begin to reshape our reality. This is why affirmations and mantras are so effective. When we repeat positive statements, we are aligning ourselves with the frequencies of the universe that support our highest potential. These words are more than just sound. They carry energy, and when spoken with intention, they can shift our consciousness and manifest positive changes in our lives. The key is to speak with belief and emotion, truly feeling the vibration of the words you are saying. Sound also plays a powerful role in physical healing. The body is made up of energy, and when our energy is out of balance, it can manifest as physical illness. Sound healing works by using specific frequencies to bring the body's energy back into alignment. Instruments like tuning forks, singing bowls, and even vocal tones are used to clear energetic blockages and restore balance to the body's energy system. Many people report feeling lighter, more energized, and emotionally clear after a sound healing session. Perhaps the most profound tool for personal transformation is the recognition that you are the source of the sound. Your body, mind, and spirit are a unique instrument, resonating at your own frequency. By becoming conscious of your internal vibrations and learning to tune them, you can create the reality you desire. Whether you are using sound for healing, meditation, or manifestation, the process begins with your intention, your awareness, and your ability to align with the higher frequencies of the universe. As we come to the end of this journey through the power of sound, it becomes clear that sound is not just something we hear, it is something we are. It is the fundamental force that shapes our reality, connects us to the cosmos, and has the potential to transform our lives. From the ancient wisdom of Atlantis to modern scientific discoveries, we've seen that sound is the key to aligning with the universe and unlocking our full potential. Throughout history, sound has been revered as a divine force. Ancient civilizations knew that sound could heal, create, and elevate consciousness. The Atlanteans, in particular, understood the power of sound and vibration in ways that we are only now beginning to understand. Their advanced knowledge of sound allowed them to achieve incredible feats, not only in technology, but in spiritual growth and harmony with the universe. But as we've seen, their downfall came when they misused this knowledge, when they allowed the very force that had brought them to greatness to be corrupted by greed and imbalance. Today, we stand at a crossroads. The knowledge of sound and vibration is once again rising to the surface. As we awaken to the power of sound, we are being given the opportunity to reclaim our birthright, to harmonize with the natural frequencies of the universe, and restore balance to our lives. We are being called to remember the wisdom of the ancients, to rediscover the sacred science of sound, and to use it to elevate our consciousness and reshape our reality. Sound is not just a tool for healing or manifestation. It is a pathway to alignment, to the deep internal harmony that connects us to the cosmos. When we tune ourselves to the right frequencies, we align with the flow of life itself. We become more than just individuals. We become conduits for the universal energy that flows through all things. In this alignment, we find peace, we find purpose, and we find our true power. But this journey is not about seeking external answers or waiting for someone else to tell us the truth. It is about remembering what we already know deep within us. The knowledge of sound and vibration is encoded within us. It is in our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. It is a frequency that resides within each and every one of us, waiting to be awakened. By becoming conscious of the sounds we surround ourselves with, the music we listen to, the words we speak, the thoughts we think, we can begin to create the reality we desire. We can raise our vibrations, heal ourselves, and align with the universal rhythms that govern all of creation. The journey of sound is not a destination, but a continuous process of tuning in, of listening deeply to the frequencies around us, and allowing them to guide us back to our true selves. As we move forward, let us remember that sound is the force that shapes our reality. It is the bridge between the physical and the spiritual, the known and the unknown. It is the language of the universe, and it is our birthright to understand it, to use it, and to live in harmony with it. The wisdom of Atlantis, the ancient teachings, and the scientific discoveries all point to one truth. We are the creators of our own reality, and sound is the tool that helps us shape it. The power is within you. The frequency you resonate with is the key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of. And as more of us remember the power of sound, we will begin to create a world that is more harmonious, more balanced, and more connected to the divine. The return of Atlantis is not a distant event in the past. It is a return to the frequencies within us, a return to the knowledge we have always carried, waiting to be awakened. This is not just a journey of the mind, but of the soul. Sound is not just something we listen to, it is something we live. Every breath we take, every word we speak, every vibration we emit is shaping the world around us. So let us tune into the frequencies of the universe. Let us align with the cosmic rhythms, and let us create a new reality, one that is in harmony with the divine, with nature, and with our true selves.